What's going on, guys? Today in this video I just want to give you a quick update on how far I've managed to get with my online business thing. For those of you guys who are out of context, I'll try to give you some idea of what's going on what we're about to talk about in this video. So I made a video in that video I went ahead to share with you my business plan on how I'm planning to make extra income or passive income online. And this is a move I decided to make after realizing that there is always limitations when it comes to like the business model designers or whatever creatives operate with. And that kind of business model is a rat race, like you exchanging money, exchanging time for money, and the only time you expect money is when you get a project and spend time on it, get it done, and then they pay you. That felt like it had a lot of shortcomings, like it wasn't something that was going to scale for me. So in doing this, I'm not trying to say that I'm an entrepreneur or something like that, but I'm just a designer who is taking a step in creating extra income. And I shared my plan. For those of you guys who are interested in checking out that plan, I'll put a link for you. But I recommend you watch that video because it has a lot of value on things you might get to start selling online. So if you're interested, you can pause this and go watch it there. Yeah, so to give you a quick structure of this video, I want to share with you the tools I discovered along my research, and these are the tools I'm going forward to use, and I'll go ahead and share with you my reasons, like the reasons why I'm going with these tools. And for those of you guys who are interested in this, just stick around, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. My name is Zana. On this channel, we talk about things to do with life and design. So to get on with the tools, tool number one is Webflow. Most of you guys are familiar with Webflow. It's a web and development tool for designers and even developers. This is the best way to get work easily and swift. If time is your issue, Webflow is there for you. So the reason why I chose to use Webflow for their, their website package, their hosting, I chose Webflow because it was a bit cheaper and it gave me like the flexibility to be able to execute whatever I come up with in Figma without limitations. So you might already be wondering why I didn't go with Webflow for the e-commerce, why I just went with normal hosting. For the reason being that Webflow, when you look at the e-commerce, I feel like it's a bit high in terms of pricing for me. For my situation, I feel like it's expensive. And for one, I feel like they're in their early days, like most of the features are not yet there. But then when you look at the grand scheme of things, I feel like it's something that you can use if you have the budget. But for my sake, I'm going with Snipcart. Snipcart is you would call this more of an extension to Webflow, the normal hosting, and it works with every website. If you decide to design your website in WordPress, you can get it and use Snipcart. So I came across Snipcart after doing research, and I realized like it's a perfect solution for me. I can do those like digital products. I can do subscription on the same thing. And the beauty, maybe to list a few of Snipcart, like you don't have like a subscription if your orders go beyond a certain, benchmark. If your sales hit that benchmark and above, now you get to be charged just a transaction fee. But if you below that, you pay a monthly subscription of about like, just to get the service running on your platform. If you don't make sales, I think that's when you get to pay that, teeny tiny like subscription fee. But like ideally, I feel like that is a perfect fit for a solution I'm looking for. So Snipcart is ideal for those of you guys who don't have budgets, and it works with every other platform. So yeah, most of you guys might be wondering why I didn't go with Webflow's e-commerce solution. And the reason for that is, I'm running on a short budget. There's so much limitation when it comes to my budget. And when you compare Webflow to Snipcart has a lot of benefits that there is no subscription for Snipcart. You always get charged on a transaction, and that is 2% of the transaction. That is what you get to pay, which is still below what you get to pay on Webflow if you are to go for their e-commerce, which is $42 monthly. And if you go annually, you end up paying something close to 29. So 29 the time was 12. That means their service goes for $348 a year. that is a lot if you're not sure if these products are even something that people are interested in buying. So yeah, this gives you some confidence if you one of the people who've been wondering how to get into e-commerce when you don't have a budget. I feel like this is the workaround you could use. Any other website and get it hosted, and then use Snipcart for e-commerce and start selling products. And as I mentioned, you can see somewhere they indicate that they sell unlimited, they host like unlimited domains. You can enjoy that. Unlimited products like physical, digital, and subscription, which makes it like an ultimate solution for e-commerce if you're trying to get into that. Yeah, so now moving on, for my design peeps who wants to know how I came up with this direction, why I chose to keep it minimal like this. Actually, I went back and reverse engineered the entire thing and came up with a new brand direction, which I'll get maybe to in the future video, and explain why I chose that direction to refresh my brand, Zana. And this I want to show you, like I think it's in direction 3. So you can see here, right? I was exploring this direction of like having just more of a list view when someone is scrolling on the home page. And reason number one why I decided to go with this, I wanted to pack all these products on one landing page. And I feel like it might not really give you context if you visit my homepage and you don't understand how these products come together, because almost every product it's unique in its own way, right? So when you think about that, like that is so hard to put on one landing page. So what I did, I figured that maybe I could just use a list view. So this is the thing I went for. You can see that now the direction is like when someone hovers, they get to maybe get feedback, and then when they click on that, it takes them to a certain unique page that elaborates on what's in that specific hyperlink. So I went ahead and developed this, and it's live right now, and right now I'm just capturing data just to see how people are using it, to see whether even the idea works, because that is important. Like if you're a product designer and your landing page doesn't really convert, I mean, there's no way even you would like be a product designer if you don't listen to that data. So right now I'm just capturing the data, and my plan is to use Hotjar like to capture like real screen scrolls and real like user flows to see how people are interacting with this landing page. So guys, if you're excited, just go check it out. It's already up and running, www.paulzana.com. I'm capturing data. So now the other thing, so for instance, like right now, straight up, I started working on the creative designer resources. When you click on this, it will take you to another page, which is more now of like the main page of that product. So I'm still working on it, and as you can see, like I'm still playing with my Zana brand on how to communicate that, because I'm a brand designer. It has to make sense. That is part of one of like the most like must-have. Like your brand has to make sense if you're product designer and a brand designer at the same time. Yeah, for those of you guys who wanted to see the design process, I think that's essentially it. I won't bore you with like the entire, I have a full recording of this, but I won't bore you with that. I just want to give you like a quick insight why I'm choosing to go minimal, which is when you go on the home page, it's boring, but it's intentional. Yeah, other than that, I'm excited to, be progressively sharing this journey and show you how far I'm getting. And I'll put everything I've spoke about in this video in the description below, all the links to these tools and all these amazing like resources I discovered along the way. Yeah, so for those of you guys, as I mentioned, like if you're new on this channel and like you're interested in design or life, if your life sucks like mine, just go ahead and subscribe. Like, I'm kidding, my life doesn't suck. My dad, my father, isn't that the same thing? I'm a husband. Like I enjoy talking about like life and design. Yeah, you can just go ahead and subscribe if one of those things excite you. And another thing, guys, I drink a lot of coffee. So yeah, for those of you guys who are interested in, expounding on this conversation, I have a new feature for you on the homepage. It's free consultation, 30 minutes, free. You can just rush and get this before it ends, or, I mean, like, free things don't last forever. So you can just book a call with me, and then I share with you all the resources, or if you're just interested in talking about design. And yeah, sometimes I get bored. Sometimes I just feel like I want to talk to some people that I don't know, some people that are interested in my insights. So you can book a slot and we chat, we enjoy coffee together. Yeah, other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Love you all. Cheers.